Freedom to rebel, but not to repent? How can there be any real freedom of choice if only one kind of choice can be made, and one at that which has been decreed eternally? To call this free choice is a fraud. It is, however, the only freedom Calvinism can allow. Pink favorably quotes J. Denham Smith, whom he honors as a deeply taught servant of God. I believe in free will, but then it is a will only free to act according to nature. The sinner in his sinful nature could never have a will according to God. For this he must be born again. Nowhere does the Bible support such a statement, and this is one of Calvinism's most grievous errors. Were Abraham and Moses born again, that is, regenerated? Isn't that a New Testament term? What does Smith mean by a will according to God? Even Christians don't always do God's will. A desire to know God? Surely all men are expected to seek the Lord while he may be found. That God promises to be found by those who seek him must imply that the unregenerate can seek him. Nor does it help the Calvinist to say that man can only will and act according to his sinful nature and against God. How could it be God's will that man defy his law? If sinful acts are admitted to come from genuine choice, then we have the same challenge to God's sovereignty that the Calvinist cannot allow. Either man has a free will, or his sin is all according to God's will. As we have seen, the latter is exactly what Calvin himself taught, and many Calvinists still believe, making God the author of evil. Could it be that Adam's nature was actually sinful, though God pronounced him good when he created him? How else, except by free will, can his sin be explained? The Calvinist escapes free will by declaring that even the sin of Adam and Eve was foreordained and decreed by God. Pink argues, God foreordains everything which comes to pass. His sovereign rule extends throughout the universe and is over every creature. God initiates all things, regulates all things. Then why did Christ tell us to pray, "Thy will be done on earth," if all is already according to God's will and decree? It is fallacious to imagine that for God to be in control of his universe, he must foreordain and initiate everything. In fact, it would deny his omniscience and omnipotence to suggest that God cannot foreknow and control what he doesn't foreordain, decree, and cause. Here again, Calvinists are trapped in contradictions. Though he was a leading Presbyterian theologian, A. Hodge recognized the severe consequences of that extreme view of God's sovereignty. Everything is gone if free will is gone. The moral system is gone if free will is gone. At the same time, however, he declared, foreordination is an act of the benevolent will of God from all eternity, determining all events that come to pass.